Everybody, welcome to another edition of Angel's Kitchen. This recipe that I chose for today is a recipe that I once again shared from Facebook, saw it on Facebook, and thought, oh, I need to try these. Especially when comments that you left were, I think I gained 3 pounds from just looking at this recipe. And so it's your favorite chocolate chip cookie kicked up a bunch of notches. So while there are a lot of extra steps to make this recipe, the end result is completely worth it. So this today, the recipe today, brown butter bourbon pecan chocolate chunk cookies. I know, it's a lot to say, but it's worth it. So I prepped everything ahead of time just to make this video a little bit faster, and I will include the link to go ahead to make these cookies for yourself, and so that you can have all the ingredients. But you start off with your basic cookie ingredients that are your drop cookie or your chocolate chip cookie ingredients, like butter, flour, sugar, salt, baking soda, a little cinnamon, dark brown sugar, pecans or pecans, wherever you're from in the country, of course. And it says to get some really good chocolate that you chop up yourself, but I already had Nestle chocolate chip cookies, semi-sweet, so I just went ahead and used those. Vanilla, eggs, and bourbon. Now, it's only 2 tablespoons for this whole batch, so, you know, it's not a lot, but you could probably skip it, but I think that adds just enough of a bourbon flavor that you get the feel of it without it being too much alcohol, if that's what you're worried about. So you have to go ahead and cook the pecans ahead of time in butter to toast them up. You set them aside. You brown the butter to give it that little bit of a richer flavor. Then you have to put it in the fridge, let it cool. Then you have to take it out because you don't want it to be a liquid when you mix in the sugars, okay? So what I did was I went ahead and I mixed all the ingredients together already, so you can see that. I did refrigerate it overnight, so it was really nice to work with. You want to take a big scoop and go ahead and put it on the cookie sheet that you've lined with parchment, okay? It just makes cleanup so much easier. And once again, you want them to be nice and a large size. You take a beautiful pecan and you put it in the center and you push it down just a little bit. So that's what you're going to put in the oven. And when you take them out of the oven, 375 for about 10 minutes, you get this beautiful cookie. Oh my goodness gracious. Now, the recipe calls for sprinkling a little bit of sea salt on top of this. And what I love about this recipe is that our neighbor, our dear friend, brought us back sea salt from Iceland. So I'm using that to sprinkle on top. And then the bourbon that I used, I actually brought home from Canada when I went to visit a girlfriend in Montreal a few months ago. So it's kind of my international cookie. Sprinkle on a little bit of salt. Let them cool on the pan. And then when you're finished, this is what they look like. Let me tell you, they are so yummy. I'm going to open up a cookie right now. Soft, chewy, and in my opinion, worth every calorie. So thank you for tuning in to another edition of Angel's Kitchen. I'll see you soon.